Hi, this is Amanda Lints, and this is my pick for the William Allen White Award. I chose Clementine, which was written by Sarah Pennypacker, and the illustrations were by Marla Frazee. I've read the Clementine books in the past, and I really enjoyed them. They're very entertaining for young readers, so I thought I'd give that a try for this award reading log. And so a bit about the book. Clementine, she is a young third grader. She is very feisty. She is fun. She's creative, and she really, has a knack for entertainment. And unfortunately, other people in her life don't always find her actions and her choices of conversation as entertaining, but it's really great for the reader. And in this book in particular, she is trying to be very helpful to her friends, to her family members, and to everyone she meets. And unfortunately, when she helps others, she seems to dig a hole and make the situation that much worse, and she often gets in trouble for her actions. So at the beginning of the book, we find her cutting her best friend's hair. Her best friend's name is Margaret, and Margaret is a lot different from Clementine. She's very prissy, she's very put together, as is her family. And so her family does not appreciate Clementine cutting Margaret's hair, even though Margaret was the first one to do it and Clementine was only trying to help. And so as the story progresses, Margaret is upset that her hair looks the way it does now. She thinks maybe if it's a different color, it'll help. It'll look better. And so Clementine tries to help out with that, and she tries to color her hair with markers, once again getting herself into trouble. And the story continues on like that. The illustrations are absolutely adorable. I really love them. There are many illustrations of the characters themselves, and I think that it really brings out the caring. This is Clementine and her mother, and you really can see how much Clementine's mother cares for her. And some of them are just absolutely hilarious. You've got, here's a picture of Margaret and Clementine in the bathroom right after Margaret cuts her hair, and Clementine is trying to say, it's not so bad. And then Clementine ends up cutting it all herself. But then there's also a lot of drawings from Clementine herself. Here's one of her drawing Margaret. And then there's one here where she's drawing lentils on a toothbrush, which she thinks is a fantastic way to eat lentils because then they won't fall out anymore. So the illustrations are adorable. I think they really help bring the story along. Clementine's parents are wonderful. They're so loving. They're forgiving. They understand that Clementine is not trying to hurt anybody in her actions. She's really just trying to help others, and I really like that about their characters. I think that's a big part of the underlying theme is forgiveness, because we know that sometimes people's actions can be upsetting to us, but we can also recognize that they weren't trying to upset us, they weren't trying to do bad, they were actually trying to help, and so we can forgive them for their actions. So that's something we have to do on a day-to-day basis, honestly. That's things I have to do in my marriage, with my children especially, because they are children and they do not understand that maybe what they are doing isn't quite helpful, but they are trying to help and they're coming from a good place. So I really liked the theme of forgiveness throughout this book. The setting, there's not a specific setting. This story could really truly take place pretty much anywhere in any modern time frame, I would say, from now all the way back to maybe the 80s, 70s or so. There's really just no specific setting. And I like that about the story. I think that makes the story unique and fun and universal, and really a story that a lot of kids can enjoy. So the activity I chose is kids at the classroom setting. We would all talk together about some of the choices that Clementine made in her situations to help others and what went wrong in those situations. And for younger readers, we could still continue to work together for the second part, but then for older readers, we can split them into groups and we can discuss kind of what action she could have taken that would be different. An example is when she finds Margaret cut her hair in the bathroom, instead of continuing to cut the hair, an action she could have taken that would have had a better outcome. So that is my reading log for William Allen White. Thank you.